Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bosco Racing. Guaranteed to have a good race for you tonight. Tonight, we have a wild card of taking a joker lap. That's where we're going to cut the track short for one lap. Each racer gets to do that one time. Here's our starting lineup, everyone. Take a look. We had a 10-man invert tonight. So you'll see that in this competition, the one who qualified first was, in fact, Langford, but he is starting in 10th place tonight. Let's see if he can work his way up through the field. Got some new racers here tonight. We're getting these carts warmed up and ready to go. As we were discussing, the joker lap is when you can cut. We run indoor and outdoor here, and joker lap is where you're going to cut off the entire outdoor section. Each racer gets to do that one time. So most of the laps tonight will run about a 35 and a half second lap. And for that one joker lap, it becomes a 20-second lap. Pretty remarkable, pretty fun. We're doing a Formula One start tonight. Getting ready to wave the green flag where all the racers are lined up. And here we go. And we're off. Green flag racing here, folks. First time to the bottom of the hill. Let's see what kind of action we got down here. Let's make sure we don't bunch it up. No, they keep it nice. 2 by 2 all the way back up into the building. 2 by 2 entering the building. Nice job, boys, keeping them straight. Trump Train leading us off into the S-turns for the first time. Oh, we bunch up just a bit. You can see a couple of racers locking their wheels up. Here you go, Trump Train coming around, being followed by Extreme, followed by the WRIZZLER. Look at this, number one dad already trying to take the outside lane around the horseshoe. Goes outside, Austin and number one dad racing down the backstretch. Number one dad seems to get away from it, and then therefore Austin and Gio are going at it. Austin and Gio coming down to the bottom of the turn. Gio, nice turn on the inside. Steve C and Austin right on his tail. Steve C in the white helmet. Oh, 2 by 2 going back inside here into the front stretch past the start-finish line into the S-turns. Trump Train still leading. One other bit of information is you can't take the joker lap in the first 5 laps or the last 5 laps of the race. Here we go, straight away. You can see Trump Train coming back up the hill into the building, being followed by Extreme, the WRIZZLER, number one dad, Gio. Steve C ducking inside of Austin 85 and makes the pass coming back into the building. Steve C's patented move, pass on the coming to the inside. Here we go. As you're racing with these guys, you start to learn what their tendencies are, who does what, when, but, you know, there's also other drivers that like to keep it mixed up. But Steve C's got this nice move to overtake coming back into the building. Here goes Trump Train, Extreme, number one dad's getting up onto the WRIZZLER's tail. And the rest of the field. Austin 85 in the green shirt, passing the start-finish line. And Speedy Morales. Number one dad's on the WRIZZLER's bumper. We'll see it here in a second. Right there. WRIZZLER's in the white. Number one dad's coming into him. See what he can do at the bottom of the hill. Number one dad turns on the inside of the WRIZZLER, but what's going to happen here at the top of the hill? The WRIZZLER's got a little more horsepower, stretches it out. It's a little bit better run off of that turn at the bottom. They're still tangling going into the S-turns right now. Field is going to get all diced up once we run this joker lap. You're going to see, here we go, Trump Train breaks off to take his joker lap. And it looks like Gio's going to follow. So Gio's following him. So TRUMPTRAIN and Gio are now off the pace, took their shortened Joker lap. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack here, you got number 1 Dad and WRIZZLER running the exact same lap they ran last time. Let's see if he can complete the pass this time. Nope, the WRIZZLER's got a little more horsepower, coming back into the building. Strong, number 1 Dad going to pass him here. Yes, he does. Passes him to the inside of the S-turns. And the WRIZZLER falls back 1 position. Now the WRIZZLER's got Steve C to contend with. Steve C's taking him to the outside of the horseshoe turn. Better thinks better of it. Falls back in the line. Oh, look at this. The WRIZZLER takes the the WRIZZLER takes the Joker lap, slows down too much, and his father, Austin Sr., passes him right up. Can't be asleep. Father, son, doesn't matter. Here we go. Now back into the building. Okay, we have 4 drivers that have since taken the Joker lap. Now number 1 Dad's leading the pack on the original lap drivers. To get out there on that Joker lap and you give yourself some space to run, and I can tell you right now, you can really make up some time because you're not racing. But when you get these guys back here in the field, they are racing. Boy, I can tell you, I can really slow them down. You got right now, number 1 Dad is kind of leading this pack of people who haven't. Oh no, sorry, Extreme is leading this pack. Racers that hasn't, but you can see number 1 Dad and BLOODMOON leaving the building right now. BLOODMOON's coming right on the back. There he goes. BLOODMOON cuts on the inside of number 1 Dad. Steve C cuts on the inside of Scrambled Eggs. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, Steve C hooked up on the inside and maintains that position over Scrambled Eggs. Scrambled Eggs and Steve C coming back into the building. Look at this. Scrambled Eggs posts live by the move, die by the move. Scrambled Eggs ducks inside Steve C coming back into the building. Steve C, Scrambled Eggs is in the orange shirt. There you go. BLOODMOON is now coming up on lap traffic. That's Speedy Morales right out in front of him. And BLOODMOON makes the pass on Speedy. Number 1 Dad also coming up on that lap traffic, followed by LANGFORD. LANGFORD's right on number 1 Dad's tail too. He's making it really uncomfortable. LANGFORD runs a really good line here, and let's see what he can do. Oh, he gives him a little shove into the S-turns. LANGFORD has that ability and that know-how just to get through these S-turns super fast, and he's given number 1 Dad's bumper a little bit of wear. They just exit the building. Here's number 1 Dad being followed by LANGFORD, followed by lap traffic of Speedy Morales. And the orange is Scrambled Eggs, then Steve C. Here we go, number 1 Dad able to hold off LANGFORD for 1 more time around this circuit. Let's see how long that lasts. LANGFORD, number 1 Dad having a decent race here, but in the meantime you can see that BLOODMOON is stretching out the lead. Number 1 Dad, LANGFORD, Scrambled Eggs, Steve C. There's BLOODMOON making the turn down the bottom of the hill. Ooh, I thought LANGFORD was going to duck inside number 1 Dad that time. Right on his tail, coming back into the building. It is greasy out there, folks. Getting word from the driver that their tires are slick as can be. Under these hot and humid conditions, it's 85 degrees outside with 75 to 85% humidity, so it's extremely warm out today. Tires are feeling it, and boy, I'll tell you, it is making these karts tough to turn. We're running 36s on the outside, which is extremely slow for this league, and that's got to be why. Here we go, number 1 Dad and LANGFORD just passing the start-finish line, going into the S-turns. There's Speedy Morales. BLOODMOON coming through the horseshoe at this time. Number 1 Dad. Oh, Oh, and number one dad peels off to take his Joker lap. There he goes. Nice clean run on that Joker lap. There we go. That puts Austin 85 right behind him, followed by Steve C. These two right here are the only two that haven't taken their Joker lap yet, and that is Langford and Scrambled Eggs. And look at these two get connected. Langford and Scrambled Eggs. Now, even though they're running close together, they're both running similar lines, and they're going to see if they can't space out their lead just a little bit. It's going to get confusing here, because you never going to know who's in the lead. Right now, BLOODMOON's in the lead, followed by Langford and Scrambled Eggs just past you on your screen. However, Langford's running a pretty darn perfect lap. And you can see Scrambled Eggs is also running quite a good lap. Those two karts, contrary to everyone else's karts, might be hooked up just a little bit better. Speedy Morales. Here we go. Back into the building. That's TRUMPTRAIN. Being followed by Extreme. And look at this. BLOODMOON's already on Extreme's tail. Once again, Langford, Scrambled Eggs have not taken their Joker lap just yet. Austin 85 headed out of the building. Speedy. TRUMPTRAIN in the front stretch. Number one dad crossing the start finish line. Austin 85, DC passing the start finish line. Need a caution would bring this group of racers back together and completely change this race. There he is, TRUMPTRAIN leading the pack. Outside the building, being followed by BLOODMOON with the white collar. And he just passed Extreme, like Extreme was standing still. You know, BLOODMOON has the bottom of that hairpin turn hooked up so well. Enters at perfect speed, knows how to carry that speed off the turn, and, you know, makes the pass look easy. I gotta tell you, Extreme's running a hell of a race, and still made it look easy. TRUMPTRAIN and Extreme and BLOODMOON, Extreme, and Gio running through the horseshoe turn now, followed by number one dad leading the building now. Look at this, Extreme taking a look to the inside of TRUMPTRAIN. TRUMPTRAIN knows he's there. Oh no, that's BLOODMOON. BLOODMOON, he might have got into TRUMPTRAIN a little bit. TRUMPTRAIN lost the rear end. We were talking about it being greasy, and I think that's indicative of it. TRUMPTRAIN very rarely loses control of the cart down the bottom of the hill. Not sure if he got pushed or accelerated out into that turn, but you know, he lost that ass end for a little bit, but did not lose a spot. So he had a pretty good lead up ahead of that. Not a mistake. BLOODMOON coming up on. Oh, and Speedy Morales spins out down the bottom of the hill. That's going to bring out a caution, folks. It's going to bring out a caution here at PVIK. When you do have a caution, the racers try and notify each other by putting up their hands, so that way there everybody knows that we are under yellow. So let's take a moment to see what all happened. Oh, here we go. Number one dad thinks he's got a flat. That's how mushy it is out there. But no, that tire is just fine. There's not a problem, not an issue. He's being assured by the marshal that it's no problem. Austin 85 is on his tail now, followed by Steve C. Here we go. We're going to get Speedy out of the wall. Speedy's first time racing here, so it's not uncommon that hairpin turn takes, takes its victim. Quite a few people, when it's their first time, get hung up on that hairpin turn. But you can see we're just bringing them back around. We're going to do an outdoor start, starting straight down into that hairpin. This caution is probably what we needed, folks, to bring the pack back together. You can see BLOODMOON leading the charge, followed by Extreme, followed by TRUMPTRAIN. Gio's behind Trump Train, number 1 Dad, Austin 85, Steve C, the WRIZZLER, Langford, and Scrambled Eggs, and followed by Speedy Morales. Now keep in mind that Langford in the reddish shirt with the gray helmet and Scrambled Eggs with the orange shirt have not taken their Joker lap yet. So technically they're starting at the back of the field, but they're in second and third position. Look at this all the way down the bottom of the hairpin turn. You can see single file back into the house. People are ducking under trying to take a look, see if they can do anything here. But we're going to run relatively single file into the S-turns. Nothing crazy thus far. Speedy loses a little bit towards the end there, but here we go through the horseshoe. Oh, Austin 85 getting a little love tap from Steve C. Back out the building, and here we go. Steve C's right on Austin 85's tail. There goes Blood Moon. Oh, look at this. Extreme and Trump Train are having a hell of a race, and number 1 Dad setting back, looking to see how he can capitalize on that. In the meantime, number 1 Dad gets passed by Gio. Actually, Gio just maintains position under number 1 Dad. Here we go. Oh, our second caution of the night in short order. Let's see what's going on here. Can't quite see what happened in the S-turns. I think number 1 Dad and Gio might have gotten tied up a little bit, and Gio's seat might have moved inadvertently. Let's see, number 1 Dad's leaving that position in the lineup open, and Gio will, once he gets his seat and his cart rectified, he'll be able to come out and take that position back over. So the running order, yeah, here we go. They're going to do some maintenance here on Gio's cart. They're going to try and get that cart seat slid back forward. There we go. We got it fixed. Gio's back in business. They might do a slight little more modification here. No, Gio, you don't have to go to the back of the pack. It was a cart malfunction. Go ahead and take your position back. He's going to take his position back. He's right behind Trump Train, in between Trump Train and number 1 Dad. Okay, the order here is set, and we are going to green flag. Here we go. Taking this to the bottom of the hill is Blood Moon for the second time. Followed by Extreme, Trump Train, Gio, number 1 Dad, Steve C, Austin 85, the WRIZZLER, Langford, Scrambled Eggs, and Speedy Morales. You can see that Langford and Scrambled Eggs still had not taken that Joker lap. They're running at the back of the pack, but they have the freedom to cut this track at any time they want to. Oh, look at this! Coming back outside. Oh, number 1 Dad was on the outside of Gio in the horseshoe turns. That forced him to the inside. We got bumped from behind and put Gio into the wall. Gio lost some position on that little melee. Beneficiaries were Steve C, Austin 85, and the WRIZZLER. Back to the inside. Well, Gio's happy about that. He's going to come back with a vengeance. Let's see what he's got for the rest of his pack. Watch this race here with Trump Train and Extreme. Those are the two. Trump Train's in the bright yellow shirt, and Extreme right here. Look at this. Can Trump Train? Oh, Trump Train turns underneath. Let's see what they can do. Coming back up into the building. Trump Train thinks better of it. Falls in line. Coming back into the building. Scrambled Eggs dunks inside of the WRIZZLER. And it looks like camera 2 on the inside of the building is broken, but hey, we're turning such fast laps. Let's see what happens here. There's Blood Moon going through, and you can see Extreme still has the lead over Trump Train. Down the bottom of the hill, Extreme running a great race. Trump Train right behind, number 1 Dad behind him, Steve C. Oh, here we go, a little pushing and shoving at the bottom. And coming back up into the building, let's see what all happens. already coming back out. You can see that that's why Scrambled's out of order now, because Scrambled did take his hot lap. So you got Scrambled, Blood Moon. That's Extreme. Nice job, guys. Oh, 2x2 here. Oh, the WRIZZLER giving Gio some business there. Coming back into the building, Steve C. Oh, makes the move. Number one dad kisses the pole, but he's chasing him down into the S-turns here. We got a new camera. Here we go, folks. On board, that's number one dad with Steve C up ahead. Coming back out of the building. And let's see what happens. Austin 85 following this melee. You got, there they are right there. This pack group of 5 is running real tight. Number one dad coming right alongside Steve C again. Into the building, that's Steve C up front. And he hold him off. Steve C, number one dad. Number one dad looks like he's tracking him pretty well through the horseshoe turn right now. And Austin 85 is giving him a little push from behind, so Austin 85 is helping the cause. And here we go, down the hill. That's TRUMPTRAIN Extreme. Steve C ducking to the inside of Extreme. Number one dad, Austin 85. This pack of 5 is on fire. Steve C with a nice turn back into the building. Number one dad using up all the track. Number one dad racing again, Steve C. Oh, number one dad staring at Steve C's bumper. You can see it. Lifts to get off of Steve C coming into the S-turns, and what the hell happens? He catches the corner and frickin' gets pile drive by Austin 85. That's in no way Austin 85's fault. Number one dad driving like an idiot and decides to frickin' take on the pole that's not gonna move. Wow, pretty hard collision. Sure we'll have a bruise or two from that one. But that's a good thing for us racers and a good thing for you fans, because we're regrouped and we get to have another good time coming down the hill. Let's see what happens now. Look at this. Extreme already ducking to the inside. There's no pass until we get back inside the building on this first lap. But it doesn't matter. Extreme's still going to look to that inside when he's got that race with TRUMPTRAIN going on like it is. Boy, TRUMPTRAIN reclaimed that position. Number one dad going back into the building. He's back behind Steve C. And in no way holds Steve C accountable for that. But you can see he just wants to be on that tail. And here we go to the inside of it. This is never really the best move. He thinks better of it and drops back in line. It's a good move if you got the run and you got the speed. But, you know, it's hard to stick tonight. So there we go. Look at those top 3. They are flying. That's LANGFORD in the lead right there, followed by Scrambled Eggs and Blood Moon. What a race they got going on. Number one dad just re-enters the building. He's falling down. And let's see here. Steve C is right there. Let's see if he can give him the business. Get past him. He's got to make some more forgiveness for that. There we go. Top 3 are humming through this field. Trump followed by TRUMPTRAIN, who's riding in 4th. Extreme in 5th. Steve C in 6th. Number one dad in 7th. And look at that. Gio looking to return the favor. Gives him a little shove coming back into the building. Here we go. Ooh. Yuck. Gio is right on his tail. Gio's essentially pushing number one dad through this track right now. Nice job, Gio. Good racing. And we got about 3 to 5 laps to go, folks. So this is going to be a crazy, crazy race here. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, those top racers right now are just doing a phenomenal job of holding on to their lead and, you know, doing everything that they can do. Number one dad, boy, he is just irritated with this kart. I think he just let the WRIZZLER, and now he's letting Speedy Morales pass. He's giving him the lane, giving him the line, and he is pissed off at the way this car is handling. Earlier on, Gio and him were just racing down bottom, and it's completely lost the front left tire. Just, it's doggered right now for him. Here comes the WRIZZLER. Speedy Morales. Number one dad coming in to jump it up. And this is the final lap, folks. So this is going to be our final running order. We're going to call it here on the outside, being as that there is no inside camera. Camera 2 is dead. So you can see the final running order. Number one dad just irritated with that cart. Here's our finishing order. Langford, Blood Moon, Scrambled Eggs, TRUMPTRAIN, Extreme, Steve C. Langford, Blood Moon, Scrambled, all the way from the back. They really had good control over the carts. Full Metal Geo, the WRIZZLER, Number One Dad, Speedy Morales, and Austin 85. Austin 85 did not finish. Speedy Morales was lap traffic, and overall, good race. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.